Gonna do something a little different on the channel today. Gonna be shooting my new to me Mathews TRX 38 G2 that Ryan hooked me up with in a trade deal. And I'm super excited to get it tuned up. I've got my cardboard paper tuner here behind me, so I'm gonna shoot through paper, get it roughly tuned, go back to 50 meters, get sighted in, and shoot a scoring round, and see how it goes today. So full disclosure, I have shot this bow a little bit, and I've shot the bow pretty well so far. I've not tuned these arrows. These are Easton Avance, whatever, carbon arrows that Ryan sent me with the bow because that's what he had them set up with. Today what I want to do is get it actually tuned up. Even though these aren't going to be the ultimate final arrows that I'm going to shoot out of it, I've got some X10s that I cut the back off years ago for a compound setup that should work great for this bow, but because these are all fletched up, my other ones are falling apart. I'm going to tune this up because I want to shoot a scoring round. I've had this bow for a couple of weeks now, and I'm just dying to actually get it tuned up and shoot a round at 50 meters with it. Brief overview of the bow and reminder, many different links down in the description below, affiliate links, all this stuff that I'm using in today's video, I will have down there in the description. I got the Mathews TRX 38 G2, so this is a several-year-old bow, but it accepts the modern grips. And I had the newest grip, I forget what it's called, that came with this because Ryan sent it to me because he has a Ultra View grip or a crispy grip. And honestly, the stock grip was garbage. So I bought one of Crispy's Be Real Customs grip, and I love this thing actually. It's way, way, way more comfortable and far more like my recurve kind of grips because it's flat. It's not rounded, and I really like the feel of it initially just putting my hand in it. So I'm excited to actually try it for the first time today. Like I said in every other video, genuinely help support the channel. If you're interested in shopping for any of these things or anything at Lancaster Archery Supply, click those links before you shop there. It really helps. So today I'm going to first get this thing tuned up, and then we'll go back to 50 and I'll shoot a 36 arrow round for score. And I'm really excited to do that today and see how it goes. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot one arrow here about the distance I will stand from the paper, about 6 feet or so for my first arrow, to get an idea of where it impacts, so that way when I go to shoot my first arrow through paper, I can place it where I want to. All right, cool. So, full disclosure, like I said, I have been shooting this bow. So I've got the stabilizers kind of balanced with how I like it. It holds okay at the moment. It's still a little heavy for me, but I don't know. Eventually, I think I'll get some deltoids and holding this bow up won't be such a problem. So now that I know where the arrow is going to hit, I'm going to pan the camera a little bit different. And I will run my GoPro so you can see what's happening through paper. Stand about here. Really been enjoying shooting compound lately. It's been a lot of fun. So it looks like a little knock low and maybe a little point to the left. I've never adjusted this rest before, but I'm sure I can figure it out. Need to drop it in the front. Better. The difference between this bow and my hunting bow is just totally different. The way it feels, the way it draws, the way it aims, the way it delivers the arrow, it jumps much harder. I like it a lot. Still about the same. I don't know where people like to put their arrows on this bow. If it's bisecting, like through the center of the burger buttons, a little high, a little low. I know everybody's a little bit different and everybody has different preferences. Right now, I would say I'm just about through the middle, maybe if a little bit high above center. That one looks pretty good. Still a little knock low. I'm gonna shoot one more and we'll find out. I don't think these arrows are like the highest quality arrows, so I don't know how consistent they are from shot to shot or arrow to arrow. Yep, still point high. Bow was way off. I didn't realize it was so far off. I think I've really dropped this thing quite a bit and it's still kind of there. Let's see where the arrow sits now. Now I'm kind of through the center of the burger button, so. Really close. Super close. Now maybe just a tad bit point left, but I do notice a slight inconsistency there. Could be just from me putting my hand in the grip differently. Very, very, very close to a bullet hole. So with the point to the left, I'm going to bump the center shot just a small amount. Move the rest to the right. Last arrow on the quiver, maybe I'll get it done on this one. Not quite. So this thing's tuned way closer already than what I had started with it. So because these aren't going to be the final arrows that I will actually end up using out of this bow, I'm just going to see if I can get it close here at this 6-foot range, and then we'll just go right back to 50 meters. Looks like a bullet hole to me. Shoot one more. I think I'm honestly at the consistency of these arrows, because these aren't the best tolerance for arrow, so I'm sure spine concentricity, straightness, things like that, it's not going to be perfect. Yeah, I'm just going to call that good enough. I don't want to spend any more time. I'd rather get back to 50 meters and shoot a good round here. 36 arrow round to start with. That's all I'm going to do today before it gets too blazingly hot. So we'll get back to 50. So I've got an 80 centimeter face down there at 50, and I'm going to shoot 1 or 2 ends for practice and then get right into scoring. I was sighted in before, but moving that rest down that much, we'll find out where I hit. Way low. Good thing I already pre-moved my sight. I will tell you, it is so relieving, or such a breath of fresh air, to have to really just worry about the pressure into the bow until the release fires, until the shot breaks, because then once that happens, the arrow's so fast out of the bow, it doesn't really matter your follow through. So different than recurve. Whew. Held that one long. Bow's so heavy, like mass weight wise, so I really need to get my deltoid strength up. It's definitely something I think is very different about compound and recurve. Is mass weight wise is actually pretty similar to my recurve, but the draw weight at full draw, the holding weight of my recurve, makes holding that bow up just so much easier. Yeah, the difference between recurve and compound is crazy because it's roughly the same mass weight, but the bow just feels so heavy and it's so fatiguing. And I never did anything overhead and didn't develop my deltoids at all shooting recurve, only because I didn't want to injure myself because I had impingement issues. But I do think I need to work on that, at least some static holds, get the delts a little bit more developed for this bow. All right, I'm gonna go get them, give myself a tiny rest, shoot one more in for practice, and then we'll start scoring. Should be high left. Yep. Definitely need to open the peep up on this. The orifice is so small. I just can't quite see the housing or the bubble, depending on certain lighting conditions. Some stuff I need to play with and tweak in the future for sure. That one went quick. Nope. Oh, I thought I was going low. All right, I think I'm pretty well sighted in. It's hitting fairly consistent. So I'm gonna go down, grab the arrows, and we'll start scoring next end. I'm gonna shoot 6 ends of 6 arrows for a 36 arrow round. And after I shoot the end, I'll tell you what I shot. And I'll continue to move the camera around so you can check out different angles in case you're interested. All right, first end for score here. It is hot and humid today in Florida. Probably somewhere well over 100-degree heat index by now. No wind. This is literally the first time I have shot archery, and I have no idea how long. Not this time, but this bow. So shooting with this bow is literally the first bow that I have to take a break and take a breath in between arrows from time to time because it's just so heavy. I'm not running that much weight. I'm running 4 ounces on the front, and I'm running 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in the back. It's not a ton, it's just so heavy. Hanging out on the right side. Too far right. That dot was, caught it. That dot was just sitting like 10 ring to the right, tweener 9 to the right. I think with a little bit of wind, it was coming from the right, so it probably helped me out. These are some big fletchings to be shooting at 50 meters. That was to the left when it broke. Yeah, right where it went off. All right, so 59 to start. That's pretty solid. Go down and get him. Do it again. That one felt pretty good, so not sure why it went over there. Pulled a little bit more on that one, so maybe that was it. Trying to mess around with pulling against the wall, more or less. I don't know. I don't know what I like yet. Yeah, I was hanging low. Hit right behind the pin. All right, looks like a 58 on that one. A lot of line calls, but I think I caught all the 10s. Shade is not helping me out here today. I think I might be actually further back. I think 50 is up there, so I might be at 51 right now. I'm watching the pin too much. Get left. 59 on that one. I'm gonna go inside and get some water and start the second half right away. Only 101 degree heat index right now. Not too bad, but the sun makes it way worse. Up. And these clouds are popping up. It's gonna be storming here soon. Hopefully I can get it all in before it starts. Healed that one a little. Pulled a little harder too. Get up. Pulled it left. All right, 57 on that one. Go down and get him. And number 5. Get there. I keep doing that. It's last end and this end. For whatever reason, bow arm just started pushing to the left and it went off. .58 on that one, a little better. Last end here for the 36 arrows. Had lots of up downs on that one. It was holding good and then it went up down, and broke. I thought it was in the middle when it went off. Definitely want to put that hunter saws on here. Probably want to get a black one just so it matches. I like the hunter version just because it's so simple. But the bow's so heavy, I don't want to add any more weight. There's that drift, less pop again. I think I'm just getting tired. Get up. Woo! Man, not a good way to finish with a 56. So that'd be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 345. I have way more than that in the tank for sure. Wish it would have went a little bit better. It just feels like I was running out of fuel for sure, and this heat is killing me. No excuses though. I don't know. I feel like this is a lot of fun, and it's challenging because it's totally different than what I'm used to. Recurve and compound are just so different, and it's a lot of fun to shoot a compound, like a lot of fun, because it's really about what you're doing at full draw, what you're thinking, what you're doing, how you're trying to put pressure into the system. And there's just, it's a ton of fun, and I'm really enjoying it. And I'm really glad I got a target rig so I can play a little bit more. I want to build up some X10s. That's not the issue, but I want to figure out my stabilizer balance, probably take more weight off and just go with a lighter setup. I feel like if I'm at full draw too long or shooting too many arrows, it's just so heavy. My deltoid just gives out. So even just setting the bow down like this, then picking it up and taking a shot, I just move my button a little bit further back, see if it changes the feel here. I like that. That's a little bit better position. Didn't help with where the arrow went, but it feels a little bit better. Definitely need to figure out what's going on with those left pressure shots. That was nice. It was a good shot. I really like that one. I like that button a little bit further back. I can pull more straight back instead of pushing in. I can pull more back. Just feels a little more natural. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm making all of the compound stuff up as I go along and just pulling from some of the experience I've had, you know, hanging out with some compound shooters, asking them questions. So yeah, we'll figure this out, and I think I'm just going to continue messing around here with my compound, and as I make progress and make discoveries and make adjustments, I will post videos and you know, tell you what I'm doing if you're interested. So you got to let me know below if you're interested in seeing more of this and my journey through kind of getting into compound a little bit more. And you know, it's been a long time since I've had a full-blown target rig that I've actually had set up for the sake of target. Probably I was 14, 13, 12 years old, something like that. It's been a really long time since I've had a target rig, and I'm really enjoying it. And I'm just enjoying coming out, shooting some arrows, going back inside, having a good time. And I'll keep sharing the journey if you're interested. And with that, rain is incoming. So I'm gonna pack up, get my electronics inside, get the video edited, and out for you to check out.